Go. Is this working? It is working. You never tell. First time you start up the old stream, warm up the old stream cockles. And you move crit. Over here. You're not allowed to see this. I literally have something top secret. Top secret! Hiding beneath the monitor that you're not allowed to see right now. Anyway. Tommy Thompson, AI in Games. Plus, if you're on YouTube, welcome. I'm going to play a little bit more of... Finally coming back to Aliens Dark Descent. It's only been 2 months, but we're here. We did it. Hooray! Profane Pagan, welcome. Shout out to Lion of Perth, resubscribed for 30 months over on Twitch. Thank you so much, sir. That's very kind of you. And yeah, we're... I think also particularly, Lion, you've been probably repeatedly watching this because this is a game that you're here to watch me decay and break down in real time. But it's all good. It's all fun. And so yeah, it's been an absolutely, excuse me, insane couple of weeks to the point that the idea of I have a free evening where I don't have life stuff to do, or I'm not working to the point that, hey, let's just play a game and hang out with folk on the internet, that we can do that. And that's marvelous. So yeah, we'll see if this works. There we go. We're back into we're back into Aliens Dark Descent, as Lion says. I wouldn't be that harsh, but it's a game that you either survive or it kicks your butt. So I'm kind of, I think I'm happy in that we're coming into it and we're not in the middle of a mission, as I recall. The last time we started a stream, I was mid-mission and I didn't remember it. So I was like, oh my god. So, right, we're already in a bad place. We're at level 3 planet infestation. We're 23 days remaining from the planet being bombarded. We're still, yeah, we're at, in terms of campaign progress, I don't think we're moving fast enough.
Oh, man.
And so yeah, I just need to quickly reacquaint myself. Actually, I also need my headphones because I can't hear the game. There we go. So let me just check in on, so we've got a deployment today, which is nice.
Have a nice day, Deputy Administrator Hayes.
All our Marines are healed. That's grand.
Stay safe, okay?
We've still got a couple of them. They're still in therapy. I think I've used all my medics for the day, by and large. So, okay. So that's good. They're nearly there. So I guess that means I can deploy. Yeah, I look like I can deploy. So that's good.
Hello, Administrator Hayes.
And we have... Part of me's like, ooh, RPG, but I don't have the resources. I don't know. I don't want to rush into that just yet. Maybe not. Okay. "12 available Marines." That is grand.
Operations ready in the following areas.
So hang on, I've got lots of... Okay, there's still materials in Dead Hills. That mission I 100%ed. That one's 97%. I've done really, I think pretty well in most of the missions, in the sense that I'm literally missing the odd data pad and maybe some resources. So this is the next objective. Explore the atmospheric processor Sigma-12 and recover its power core to repair the Otago shield systems. Alright. This looks like where we need to go.
Uploading mission data.
So let me have a look at who have I... So this is all my like highest ranking squad, pretty much. So you've got a smart gun. That is... What have you got? Particularly heavy pulse rifle, but also their attack. He's the leader. Got a pulse rifle and an incinerator unit. We've got my sniper. We've got a bit of close encounters going on there. Okay. I don't hate that loadout. I don't hate it. So let's have a quick look. Just... Why am I getting a notification over here? It's like, go away. And so I've got quite a few supplies. They look like Celtic colonial marines. Aye, a little. The Ginger Brigade, very much so. And he just looks like he came out of a bar somewhere in Belfast, if I'm honest with you. Oh no, wrong way. Wrong way!
Understood.
This way.
Uploading mission data.
What have we got? Let's take a couple of medkits. Let's take a couple of turrets. And let's just take 2 of everything and hope that's enough to get us by. Ignores damage done to armor by acid burst attacks. Yes, please. Allows you to heal a marine from a face hugger implantation. Improves grenades. Or, right, let's just do that. I think that might... He says, I think that might be enough. Might be enough. We'll find out.
Listen up, Marines. It's time to leave this place for good. Corrigan reckons we can overload our shield. But for that, we'll need to steal a power core, nuclear grade. Lucky for us, we might find one just like it on Atmosphere Processor Sigma-12. There's a good chance we'll find a nest there. But standard rules of engagement apply. So if there's anyone alive down there, we get them out. We save everyone
we can. Although, to be fair, we're probably only saving ourselves at best, knowing how I have previously played this game. Anyway, just turning down my lights a little bit so that a little bit more ambiance, but equally I am not cooking myself, because right now in the summer it's...
needs it for its shield. So we enter, we steal the thing, and we get back to the ship. Nice and easy.
According to Director Price, the processor still runs on standby. So there could be survivors working on that power core.
Uh-oh.
Hayes needs access to the SATCOM to prove this little theory.
And we still haven't
So let's
seen
start
more
there.
of these kind of like deranged people that were kind of followers.
We got a buddy, Sarge. Ruptured chest.
Uh-oh.
Guess we can't have nice things. Squad, assume there's critters nearby.
Okay. So... that's my objective there.
Move on.
Oh, that's a data
Hurry
pad.
up, squad.
Let's go over here and have a look.
Copy. Hey, I found something.
I found a
Looks
data
like
pad.
data pad.
Okay. There's something living in the lower levels. I can feel it. Know them watching me whenever I have to patrol down there. I've written up scores of reports, but hardly anyone reads them, and the ones who do just laugh them off. After the last one, the chief wanted to know if I'd been taking my meds. Dropped hints that he'd put me on sick leave if I didn't shape up. Winter Green's about the only one who takes me seriously. She's all right. Maybe I can get her to go on patrol with me and prove I'm not imagining it. As this game follows the lore of the Alien Extended Universe from books, comics. I don't know. I've kind of tried to avoid... I mean, it does... We talked a little bit about this in the Alien retrospective, that like Seeks and synthetics turn up in it. So there is clearly some connection or acknowledgement of the broader Alien universe. That door is open.
Don't get too comfy, okay?
And that door is not. Speaking of, I might have been too harsh on you about this game. I was doing a playthrough on hard with some basic Marines, and it's that much harder to stay quiet, this game, right? I mean, like, one of the funny things about me often doing live streams is I often play a game that I've never played
On it.
live on the internet, which is usually one of the
Terminal
worst things
now.
I could do. Because then it shows me up for a fool. But yeah, I think
Access granted.
if you haven't seen the previous episodes of this playthrough, I have made some royal cock-ups playing this, which has been hilarious and I guess good quote-unquote content.
Let's see what's inside. Move on.
Right, so what's over here? So that elevator's busted. Oh, hello.
Copy. Let's see what's inside.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how much are you looking forward to the upcoming Alien Earth on Disney Plus in August, isn't it? It's next month, right? I mean, I'd say about a 7. Like, I'm keen for more Alien content. Like, we've talked about this, I believe, on stream as well, that, like, as much as I enjoyed Alien Romulus, I thought that was an interesting film that I still haven't watched it since the cinema. I should probably sit and watch it again and see whether my opinion on it has softened a little. But I remember at the time, like, enjoying it, but also, like, the more I kind of picked it apart afterwards, I was like, oh, come on. But I've discovered I'm really into Alien Extended Universe. Like, I've been reading more of the Marvel comics.
This is Sarah Randall, Administrative
Nope.
Director of WY Atmospheric Processor Sigma 12. Pharaoh Spire? Do you
Empty
copy?
there. Help
Anyone?
me.
You hear that? Let's have a look. This is Sarah Randall, Administrative Director of WY Atmospheric Processor Sigma 12. Pharaoh Spire? Do you copy? Anyone?
Nope.
Sigma 12 is compromised. That cult! I still have 5 employees on site. Listen, these are engineers, biologists,
Yes,
security officers,
Lion, I
valuable
think.
people. Please, Pharaoh Spire, you have to help us.
Seems that director of yours isn't big on saving her employees, Hayes.
That was certainly my issue with
If the Darwin era is here,
Romulus,
there
was
could
it
be a mole of
tries
those
so hard to
survivors. We don't
emulate
need one aboard the
bits
Otago.
of Alien
enough,
and
but
bits
valuable
of
people
Prometheus
that we could use.
and
Keep an eye out, Marines.
by and large those
We could
two,
be
but it also
close
kind of
like
pulls
that.
on some of the other
We won't
films
go
as
far
well.
without
That it,
SATCOM.
yeah,
Better
it kind
check
of
it first.
lacked its own voice, which I would have. I mean, on one hand, I quite like Fede Alvarez
Roger.
as a director. I think he does interesting stuff.
Come on, team.
Like, I think the Don't Breathe movies are interesting. Like, there's certainly parts of the plot you're like, oh, good lord. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, I think he does interesting stuff. I think he's a pretty good director in his own right.
Drone spotted.
Oh, crap. Oh, fucking hell.
That's a nice place to work. If you don't mind bugs, that is.
Snipey snipe? No. Snipey snipe? What is...
Got you in my sights. You like that, huh?
Whew. And yeah, like, I think it struggled to set its own tone. But I quite like a lot of extended universe stuff, and it's been interesting, of course, reading... I've been visiting the
see
Marvel
what's
comics
inside.
recently because they've now got the rights to it. But I read a lot of the Dark Horse stuff back in the day, and also read several of the novelizations of the Dark Horse comics as well over the years. So I'm always kind of intrigued to see what someone can do with the Alien IP,
found something.
and we've never seen a
Looks like a
television
data
show
pad.
doing it. So I'm kind of like, all right, let's see what they can do, particularly with Disney level production value and everything. I'm not getting my hopes up too much, but nonetheless, still quite intrigued to see what it looks like. I'm also quite excited for the more recent thing, the anthology's up on Disney Plus, but the new Predator Badlands film
Don't get too comfy, okay?
that's been announced as well.
Safe position taken.
Right, that's not going to work because there's 2 of them. So I can't just snipe one of them. I don't know whether So would I say it's an exaggeration to say that Romulus wouldn't exist if Alien Isolation hadn't come out? I wouldn't maybe say... I mean, let's face it, like, they also did, like, Alien Covenant. And I'm trying to remember what... This is going to bug me now. What came first? Was Prometheus out? Prometheus came out before... Yeah. Prometheus was 2012. And I'm now looking all these up. So then Alien Covenant was 2017. So I felt like it was about time they had another stab at it. But I wonder how much of what they were doing in...
Move on.
Of how much of the
Drone
pitch of Romulus was also kind of picking on...
Shh. Here's one.
What? No, you need to move.
Well, according to the decorations, there's more than one creature running around.
Oh no, just do that.
Go down.
Light him up! Now that's what I'm talking about!
That kind of worked. Not quite the way I'd hoped. But I wonder what impact having Isolation and also having a director play Isolation and then is able to talk about what Isolation is doing is a mechanism to tell story. There was a...
Throw. Safe position taken.
Xeno, an approach!
What are you seeing that I'm not? Nothing's on the motion tracker. Hang on. I know, just the thing. I have a drone!
Sending recon drone. Drone in position.
Oh boy.
I think we're good.
Drone in position. Sending recon drone.
This looks like a trap of sorts. Oh, there's a drone.
Drone in position. Sending recon drone.
Right.
Follow me, boy.
You looking for a nice spot for a picnic or what?
Let's go, guys. Come on.
Come on, team. Got you in my sights. Oh yeah, don't mess with me.
Nice. Yeah, the setting of the decaying space station, etc. I think there was actually some things we can't really talk about that was discussed in an interview, but there was some interesting insight into, like, about if you look at the set design in Romulus and how some of it looks clearly inspired by Isolation. And I've heard stories, I can't talk much else about it, but it was interesting hearing from Creative Assembly's perspective. We didn't put it in the video, but sort of like what they'd observed watching the film and going, yeah, like that's some of our set design in there, like not outright, but enough that you go, hey, that looks familiar. In a way that's really lovely, because it suggests that they were really, that Alvarez's team was really looking at what Isolation was, in the sense of it being a contemporary game, contemporary project that was also looking into trying to bring that 70s retro aesthetic into a contemporary production. So it was kind of interesting. We talked a little bit about that, but we never really ended up using it in the retrospective because it didn't fit anywhere. But yeah. Oh, there's a...
Safe position taken.
Copy.
Loads of goodies there. Maybe we can find a way to those.
But yeah, like I'm really excited for Predator Badlands, and then they just did the anthology thing on Disney Plus,
Move
which
on.
the animated thing, which I want to watch. Because I really enjoyed Prey. Like, it's not doing anything too flashy, but as a sort of, we've done the trope of soldier fights Predator like several times. Like Predator 1, it's Arnie. Predator 2, it's, well, he's not quite a soldier, but he's a badass cop in Los Angeles. And then
Stay frosty,
Predators was lots of soldiers. It says, let's just do the first one again, but with more of everything. But yeah, the fact that they just, with Prey, they're like, let's just strip it down to one Predator. Let's give it one person who's out of their depth. And, you know, an interesting setting, which also, if you know, won't, without spoiling much, ties it into the broader mythos of Predator as well. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Actually, you know what? How do I get in?
Sending recon drone.
Send the drone in. That might be the safer way to do it.
Drone in position.
Oh. Okay. I have a sneaking suspicion shit's about to go down. So, let's
Come on, team.
converge. In the meantime, set the drone up here
Switching drone to defensive mode.
with a defensive stance. Come on, drone, you're supposed to move where I want you to.
Sending recon drone.
That's the SATCOM room. Can you connect me to that terminal, Marines?
And then I'm gonna switch back. We're gonna deploy a turret. Yeah. And I'm gonna deploy another turret.
Sentry almost ready.
Yeah.
Deploying sentry gun.
Because I've got a horrible
Sentry
feeling we
activated.
are going to do something and it's going to alert everything and everyone. So,
On it.
Good. I found a path to the processor's power core, but no specific location. That SATCOM had other interesting things to say, though.
Interesting. As in...
A hangar, full of goods. Maybe it'll help Corrigan adapt the power core to the Otago's shield. I also spotted an armory, if your men need a refill. And finally, a sector map. Atmospheric processors are slightly out of my field. Not going inside blindly is probably a good idea.
Thanks for the heads up, Hayes. It's your call, squad lead. Either we explore the area, or we move straight to the power core. But we better be ready.
maybe we have a look around. We have a look around. But yeah, like the new Predator Badlands also looks
Come on,
interesting in that they're, what is it? It's a predator being hunted by predators, and its companion is a Weyland-Yutani android. And it's like sort of, we're getting into like the quirky comic book territory. But it's
Hurry
like,
up,
hey, what if we
squad.
actually do that as a movie? And I'm like, all right, you have my attention. I feel like if I go another 10 feet, something is going to trigger something. And I don't know how I feel about it. It is too fucking quiet.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
That's what I said.
Roger.
All right, let's go. While you're doing that, let's deploy the drone and get it back
Sending recon
outside.
drone.
Packing sentry gun.
No, no, no. Send the
Drone
drone,
in position.
and then
Sentry pack.
Predator versus Seegson, just 100 working Joes against a Predator, and eventually the working Joes will win. So what did they find on the map?
Drone in position.
These locations. Okay. And also a place to park the APC. Alright. That doesn't look too bad at all.
Move on.
Nope. Something. Hello.
There's something around. Hurry up, squad! We spotted them. Bring them down!
Shit.
I really love this.
All right,
gun.
let's just move to the APC. Recall the drone.
Come here, boy. Drone reacquired.
Yep, come on.
Got something on a tracker. They got our scent. Look alive.
Light 'em up!
Yeah, I think we just stay here for a minute.
That gun is a frickin' lawnmower.
Oh, hello.
Affirmative.
Move on. Shit, that thing saw us. Got you in my sights. Let's rock. Now that's what I'm talking about.
Nice. So, let's see what we got. Find the survivors in the laboratory. Reach the hangar, stock up on ammo. What's happening in here? That's the security room. You know what? Let's go here.
They're on to us. Let's go.
Alright, we're on the move.
I have multiple signals. Got you in my sights. Shit!
You're close to the hangar. I bet these materials are worth the detour.
Take a
Coming.
breath. Watch that stress.
There we go. It's annoying that they don't de-stress when you're in the APC.
Come
Like, that
on,
seems like a
team.
really good
Take a
place to
breather.
be able to
Watch that
de-stress.
stress, squad.
Because they're all stressing it. Ooh, hello. Right, tell you what. Hold the door.
Hold that door.
Let's calm down.
Take a breather. Watch that stress, squad.
Because they're all going to get
On a tracker.
Drone reacquired.
so stressed in a second.
They can't get in,
There we go.
right?
We're all good.
But what now?
They can't get in. We got an APC outside. Everything's chill. We're fine.
Wakey, wakey.
Actually, you know what? Can I... deploy a motion tracker
Deploying motion tracker. Setting
in
up
this
motion
room? This seems like
tracker.
a good place to do it.
Motion
Yeah.
tracker activated.
Cut that door open.
Breaking
So that's the
well.
hangar there.
Drone reacquired.
Oh. That thing is right next door.
Move on.
On it. Let's see what's inside.
Nice. Nope.
Don't get too comfy, okay?
Hurry up, you slums.
Let's have a little look over here. There's other stuff. Oh, ammo.
Right now. Let's see what's inside.
Is that the only thing in here? Yeah, it looks like. What's next door? Ah, there could be other resources next door. Let's have a quick look.
Move on.
Nothing. Alright. Fine. Let's go check out this hangar.
Stay frosty, Marines.
Drone spotted.
Oh, shit. What is happening over there? Yeah, you know what? Let's, deploy me some turrets.
Deploying sentry gun.
Get as many materials as possible, squad. Corrigan needs them.
Sentry activated.
Move on. Grenade! Oh yeah, don't mess with me. It's seen us.
Now that's what I'm talking about. Light him up.
Oh, they're coming the other way now.
Move, move! They got our scent. Look alive. More signals incoming.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
Weird frame drops there. That was really weird. And then, some...
They're headed our way.
No, which one's the suppressive fire? That way.
Suppressive fire! Bro! Everything's Sora. Contact! Light him up! Warrior, in sight! You like that, huh?
Mine is bigger.
Move on! Burn!
Any more eggs in here? Also, we're about to trigger a big encounter. Hang on. Pick it up. Let's pick them up, turn them around. Because we're about to trigger something.
Sentry packed.
I shot Marines.
Massive onslaught incoming.
Deploying sentry gun. Sentry almost ready. Got something on a tracker. Double time!
Zeno in approach.
Let's rock!
Oh god, it's not here yet. Let's take the opportunity.
Let's see what's inside.
On it.
If you're doing this, be fast. Right, we got another turret.
Deploying sentry gun.
More signals incoming. Come on, team! Incoming! Suppressive fire! Light him up!
Woohoo!
Shit, I'm out!
You like that, huh?
Well done, Marines. Seems like they're calming down.
Nice. We did it. So far, so good.
On it. Let's see what's inside.
Yeah, all those
Check your
eggs have
vitals,
hatched.
squad.
That's okay.
Let's see
Everyone's
what's
getting really
inside.
stressed. Alright, pack it up, kids.
Check
We're
your
moving
vitals,
on.
squad.
On it.
I think that's everything in
Sentry gun.
this room, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Sentry pack.
Everyone's getting stressed. I want to de-stress them, but... Oh, wait. I interrupted. Yeah, weld the door. Never thought of that. I didn't think that would even work.
Drone welding.
I want to try and keep everyone as de-stressed as possible. That
Drone
didn't.
reacquired.
That didn't work though, did it?
Move on.
Yeah, it's too big a room to be considered a de-stress zone. So that was a waste of time and effort.
Cut that door open.
Fine.
Open up, Sesame.
That was also a waste of resources. It's annoying. Reload. Take a chill pill.
Drone reacquired.
Take a chill pill. Take a chill pill. Let's just spend them all, and then hopefully we'll find more resources while we're on the move.
We found the hangar. Too bad these things found it too.
Copy. Let's see what's inside. Kill it! Kill it!
Are you not gonna...
Got you in my sight. We're spotted. Oh yeah, don't mess with me. That's what I'm talking about. Light 'em up!
Let's see what's inside.
That's everything in this room. Oh, they are on the move.
There's something around. Deploying sentry gun. More signals incoming. Move on. Zeno in approach. Looks like they found us. Grenade!
Light 'em up!
Eyes sharp, Marines! Praetorian in the area!
Oh, crap.
Safe position taken. Deploying sentry.
Maybe
gun.
drop all the turrets!
Sentry almost ready. Looks like they found us. Oh yeah, don't mess with me. Burn! Good job, guys.
Yeah, where's this Praetorian that they were just talking about? Oh, I can hear it. Oh, here it comes. Where are you going? That was not anticipated.
Got something on a tracker.
Oh, that's
Wait,
weird.
I
It's
think we lost them.
it's literally moving around. It's in that room. There we go. Come on. You know you want to come in here. Okay, I feel good about this now, because it's all the way over there. So we
Affirmative.
pick up our
Pack the
shit and
sentry gun.
we can go. Because hopefully, if it comes back again, the APC is going to
Got
clock
something
it.
on a tracker.
That
Safe position taken.
isn't a Praetorian. That was something else.
Come on, team.
Not good. Where's the battle drone?
Come here, boy.
squad. Drone spotted. Safe position taken.
Oh, that's not working.
We're spotted. They got our scent. Look alive.
All right. Let's just
Deploying sentry gun.
put the sentries at the door again.
Sentry almost ready.
It's almost like we're turning this into a little reliable system.
Sentry activated. Safe position taken.
There's definitely something happening out there. Oh, it killed the Praetorian. Brilliant.
On it. Let's see what's inside.
Move on. They're headed our way. Shit, that thing saw us.
Safe position taken. Warrior in sight. Reloaded. Who else wants some?
Oh, he felt that one.
Let's see what's inside.
Right now.
Right, I'm just going to rely on my turrets to do all the heavy lifting right now. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
I don't hear him anymore. We're clear.
The hunt
Let's
has
see
been
what's inside.
interrupted.
Safe position taken.
I have multiple signals.
Great. That's one objective complete. We could probably do those extra objectives and then think about maybe falling out, bugging out, and coming back another time.
Roger. Packing sentry gun.
I think that
Sentry
might work.
packed.
We'll see.
Come on, team. Move, move.
See, he looks like he's alive, but he isn't.
Disgusting.
Yep, get us an alien sample. And you.
Here's your sample. Disgusting. Here's your sample.
Okay, so we've got an objective right there. What's the rest of this base looking like? There's a hive. That's a hive. Is there any way we could... well, blocking the door
There's
doesn't really
something around.
do anything, I guess. Oh yeah, that's hive territory right there. Come on, stick your head out enough that we see you.
Watch out!
Shit, they know we're here.
On it.
Oh, come on.
I hate this job.
Got him. They look intact to me.
Alright,
Move
let's...
on. They're headed our way.
Take a breather. Watch that stress, squad.
Everyone's getting stressed. Let the APC do all the heavy lifting.
Zeno in approach.
Yeah, because right now they're focused entirely on the APC and not me.
That's the armory. You'll have to unweld that door, though.
Zeno in approach. Got you in my sights. Tango down. More signals incoming.
Shit.
Take a breather. Watch that stress, squad.
Affirmative. Let's see what's inside. Wait! I think we lost him.
They're trying to breach in.
Oh, they're trying to break into the door
Weld that door.
that we are needing to get into.
Drone welding.
That's actually pretty useful.
Deploying sentry gun. Sentry almost ready. Drone reacquired. Sentry activated.
So that
Copy.
worked out kinda perfectly, actually.
Hey, I found something. Looks like a data pad.
Anything else in this room? No. Inspection next week. Suppression systems are falling apart. Death trap. Okay, cool. Not the end of the world. If we stay undetected for a minute, this could actually work in our favor.
I have multiple signals.
They are most certainly nearby, though. Oh, that's a warrior. Man, I love that the APC is just mowing down so many of them that are in the vicinity. And getting a little too close to for comfort half the time.
Stay frosty, Marines.
It's a shame we can't...
Copy.
I have multiple signals.
Packing sentry gun.
This isn't a good enough room to hide in, but... I didn't think that would be the case, but I figured I would nonetheless just weld the door just as a precaution, you know?
Drone reacquired.
Move on. Right.
Lots of ammo.
Let's see what's inside.
Yeah, the drone can get a clip now.
Reloading the drone.
Actually, on that note, the drone... Okay, that works.
More signature spotted.
Now quick look at the map. So that was the survivors in the living quarters and the survivors in the laboratory. I think. Oh no, that's the command room and that's the survivors. Okay. So we should at least try and get to the command room and get the map. I think that would be a useful thing to do. Oi.
I have multiple signals.
But yeah, the game is getting harder. So we need to be careful of that. Never mind.
Take him down. Mine is bigger.
Shit.
Private restless. Be careful.
No, wrong thing.
Double time.
Onslaught is coming. We need to fall back to the APC.
Let's rock. Watch out.
Come on, team. They're headed our way.
Oh, you can't go in during an onslaught. That's weak.
You like that, huh?
Deploying sentry gun. Sentry almost ready.
More signals incoming.
Line him up.
Marine on contact.
job, squad. That was the last.
Alright, let's just
Deploying sentry gun.
pick up and get the fuck out of here.
Sentry activated.
Everyone took a bit of a beating there.
Affirmative. Packing sentry gun.
Get some samples.
Disgusting.
Oh no, this guy's down.
Damn it. Gotta lose some weight.
Got him. They look intact to me.
You're good now. You're good.
Contact. They got our scent. Look alive.
I'm conscious I've left the drone behind.
Let's rock! You like that, huh? Who else wants some?
Fucking hell.
Move on. They got our scent. Look alive.
Listening to that in slow motion is super cool. Just doosh, doosh, doosh. Yeah. Right.
Oh yeah, it smells good.
Let's go.
Hurry
Let's
up,
get
squad.
that drone. Get the fuck out of here.
Contact! Listen. I think we're good. Affirmative. Repairing drone. Drone repaired.
I don't think it is in our best interests.
Sending recon drone.
Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send the drone
Drone in
out, but
position.
in the meantime, I'm going to send the rest of the squad next to the APC.
Shh. Here's one.
And let the drone do all the heavy. Look at all that.
I hate this job.
All right, drone.
Come on, team.
Here's your sample.
No, what are you guys doing? I want the drone to do that.
Sending recon drone.
I pressed the wrong button.
Drone in position.
That. Those are Xenos. Just chilling.
Sending recon drone. Drone in position.
Check your vitals, squad.
Sending recon drone. Drone in position. Sending recon drone.
Got something on a tracker.
Drone in position.
This looks like it's about to get really hard again. I'm beginning to think whether it's worth pulling out.
Check your vitals, squad.
All right, hang on.
Let's do what we came for and get the hell out of here.
Let's... I don't even know if this is worth the effort right now.
Come on, team.
Have the drone
Come here,
return.
boy. Drone reacquired.
Hurry up, squad. Drone spotted.
Follow me, boy.
It's seen us. Tango, straight ahead.
Bring him down!
Damn, she backed out.
Nah,
You like that, huh? It's a pro.
that's it. Let's get the fuck out. Fall back, fall back.
They're headed our way. You wanna play rough, huh? Suppressive fire! Changing
One of our Marines is down as well. That's not good.
Good job, guys!
Stay alert. The Crusher's roaming around.
Shit.
Critters Tunnel. Sneaky little bastard.
Where is he?
Marine down.
Yeah, I know. I don't see him.
More signals incoming.
Oh, he's dead. No!
Light him up!
You know, if I had not made that move, if I had not pushed forward right there, let's sacrifice 10 minutes and go back. Save Scummit for the win! Because, yeah, that last 10 minutes, we wasted an awful lot there that we shouldn't have, I don't think.
Safe position taken.
Oh god, we're back here again. Alright.
On it. Packing sentry gun.
Yeah, it's clear there was a point there where it was all getting a bit much, and
Sentry packed.
Move on!
we're losing a lot more here than we should.
Got something on a tracker. Move, move! Got you in my sight. Shit, they know we're here. They're headed our way.
Incoming. Deploying sentry gun. Sentry almost ready.
Suppressive fire!
Sentry activated.
Take a breather.
Yeah, we're about
Watch
to
that
get hit
stress, squad.
quite heavily here.
Bring them down! Shit, that thing saw us.
On it. Disgusting.
I really want to be able to park the APC, like, here, you know?
Got him. They look intact to me.
Check your vitals, squad.
Also, yeah, we're literally about to get an event, an onslaught's gonna come in.
Got something on a tracker.
Plenty of signals closing in on you, Marines. Look alive.
Let's rock!
Let's wait this out.
They're headed our way.
You like that, huh? I don't like that.
Grenade!
How'd you like them apples? That wasn't even the onslaught, that was the warm-up wave. Shit!
There's something around. Bring them down!
Tango down.
That turret is doing nothing.
Good job, squad. That was the last one.
Alright.
Come on, team!
I'm going to try one more thing here
Got something on a tracker.
and see if that's going to be enough. No, no, no. Actually, we don't have the ability to.
Roger.
Hang on. Yeah, so it's not going to give us any more checkpoints just yet.
Hurry up, squad!
Rush it. Let's just rush it.
Disgusting. Here's your sample.
Deploying sentry gun.
Let's go in here and have a look.
Sentry almost ready.
The sector map isn't far. If you connect me, I could help you locate that power core more precisely.
Open that door, Marines. There might be survivors inside.
Roger.
I'm sorry, Hayes, but I think you can forget that sector map. Some critter's last wish was to die in it.
In that case, we'll have to search the process by hand. You know where to start, but if you need any help, ring me.
Is there anything else in this room? Their body. Right, I'm not getting any of
Come
the...
on, team.
So there's ammo around the corner. But I think we're alright for ammo just... We
More
could
signatures spotted.
breach that door. But that's dicey territory.
Hurry up, you slugs.
Also, it's about to... We're about to trigger a big alien again. Sod it. Alright. Let's...
Right now! Packing sentry gun.
I have multiple signals.
pick
Sentry
that up.
packed. Packing sentry gun.
We've got to move faster because we've got to be in the APC before the event triggers.
Shit, they're over here. They're headed our way.
Yeah, if we just take off and nuke the site. So that's right. So critically, a part of the story is we can't take off. The alien, some of the xenomorphs managed to get up onto the space station that's orbiting the planet, and it has, as a defense mechanism, basically an opportunity. Like that's what we said earlier. There's a missile bombardment is going to hit the planet soon, and there's a planetary defense system above us, so we can't even get out right now. Now, what is my mouse doing?
Take a breather. Watch that stretch, squad.
What else is near me? So that's the main objective right there.
More signals incoming. Move on.
Contact!
They lost your track, squad. Good job.
Oh, Jesus, a lot of them.
Grenade! It's seen us.
Light him up!
Suppressive fire!
Yeah! Don't mess with me!
Take a breather. Watch
Uh-oh.
that stretch.
Changing gas! Eat that, fuckers!
On my way!
That's right, fucker.
Disgusting.
So yeah, we can't take off and nuke the
Something's
site
not
from
right.
orbit. We're actually blocked from doing so.
Shadow and approach! Shit, that thing saw us. They're headed our way.
Light him up!
Hoo-ah!
Alright, this is... Let's just extract. Take what we've got,
Looks like they
redeploy. So yeah, I feel like this game does a really good job of just giving you that tension. That it's funny because we talk a lot about the Alien retrospective about the terror and the horror of being trapped with one xenomorph on the space station. What this game does is the stress and tension and anxiety you get watching the second movie, where they have to do the best they can with the circumstances that they're in. Okay. You get promoted. Promoted! Inventory report. We came back with more than what we left with. 132. We came up with an extra sentry gun. One fewer medical supply and tool, but plenty of xenosamples, which actually covered some of the cost of the xenosamples that we spent. So that was good. It didn't feel like we spent 61% of that run undetected, but okay. Let's go to the med bay.
Administrator Hayes. This one's a priority. Understood.
There we go. I think we're out of doctors. Everybody's in therapy. And yeah. Oh, excuse me. I need to go on Twitch and block and ban that stupid bot. It is in my chat. Cheap views, blah blah blah. It's like, go away. And ban. Nice. Anyway, so where were we? Right, we need to go to the next day.
New objectives are awaiting your review.
Nervous breakdown. Gunner T. Carey suffers from a nervous breakdown. What should we do? Order them to rest, or like, are you finished? Are you done with your little existential crisis? No, let's make them rest. I don't need to give them more trauma than they already have.
Have a nice day, Deputy Administrator Hayes.
What did I teach you, Marine? Salute.
What's with that haircut? All right.
Stand tall, Marine.
Alrighty. No one else needs promoted, do they? Yeah. Yeah, so my lower level ones are all still like in training on the regular. And yeah, well, most of them have had their therapy.
Understood. I'll update my schedule.
Alright, everyone gets therapy. I do like that their like psychiatric care is a part of the game. The fact that they're all dealing with some form of mental trauma as a result. It's such an interesting, realistic element to the game that I find really kind of engaging. 22 days remaining. Alright.
Understood. Uploading mission data.
So we could probably get airdropped in here. So we know what we need to do, but I want to go for that ammo, but I also want to go and rescue those civilians. I'm trying to think what's the most... You know what? It'd actually be more effective coming in this way and setting up a defensive perimeter like along here to allow us to get the survivors out, and then I can quickly go and do the ammo as well. Although I think we have to control room. Yeah, okay. So this is my current team, so he's alright. Though he has problems. Latimer is a sniper. There's 2 snipers. Oh, actually, I don't know about that. We got Miron, who's... I mean, do we send a scrub? We got a heavy, sniper, a tech. I do need someone kind of leading this team a little bit. Well, this looks dicey. Take 2 turrets. Let's take a med kit. Let's take that. Let's do it again. Let's get back out there. See how much more we can do. Bear with me. I am getting messages on various platforms. Okay. AI and games conference planning. Plus, I'm down at develop which, for those of you not based in the UK, that's like the biggest game developer event of the calendar year in the UK. That runs in the south coast of England in Brighton next week. So I am planning out all sorts of stuff for that trip, arranging meetings and
Come on, team.
all sorts. So it's a very busy time.
Got something on the tracker.
Fuck me, that didn't take long. First of all,
Deploying sentry gun. Drone spotted.
We're spotted.
Let's rock.
I really love this gun.
is there anything in here? I can't tell. No, there's nothing in here.
What the heck happened in that infirmary?
I'm not sure I want to know. But grab all the med kits you can find. You can never be too sure.
Oh shit, they're gonna take out that turret
On
from
it.
the other side.
Let's see what's inside.
But yeah, the APC's gonna hit them!
Incoming!
Oh, we don't have a flamethrower, which is what I really need.
Watch out! Shit, that thing's on! Bring him down!
We knocked them hard.
Medkit, medkit.
Let's
What
see
else
what's
is in here?
inside.
Data pad.
Affirmative. Hey, I found something. Looks like a data pad.
Eh.
There's something around.
Yep, indeed.
Lost your track,
So yes,
squad.
all the...
Good job.
Oh, so you put in a pitch, did you? We've yet to actually go in and do all the pitches. We'll be reviewing them all.
I have multiple signals.
We'll start rolling reviews probably in the next couple of weeks, but we're still waiting.
Come on, team.
Also critically, just because we're getting a lot of stuff kind of sorted right now, so it'll
Get
all
up,
really
speed.
begin to kick in the next couple of weeks. But
Sentry gun fixed.
right, just pick it up because it's actually horribly
Pack your
placed
sentry
in
gun.
hindsight. The APC can do all the legwork here.
Sentry pack.
Move! Move!
Deploying sentry gun. Sentry almost ready.
We're spotted! Bring him down! You! Don't mess with me! Oh yeah! It smells good.
I hate when my mouse does that. Right, now put another one here.
Deploying sentry gun.
It catches that.
Sentry almost ready.
Cut that door open!
Sentry activated. Breaking the well.
That doesn't look like there's survivors in there.
USCM, stay right where you are.
Please, don't shoot!
We won't if you tell me your name.
Robert! My name's Robert.
Wait, did he kill that guy?
You a murderer, Robert?
Murderer? No, I had to! That creature had attacked him!
Are we doubting someone who did the right thing, Harper?
Maybe he's infected. Maybe his friend wanted to do the right thing but got killed in the process.
Oh, no way. Am I going to make the
Reckon,
decision?
lead.
Oh my god. Robert's medical analysis showed that he was clear of foreign bodies. Alright,
Squad
let's...
lead, I trust your instincts. Escort that guy to the ARC.
It still might not be the right call. I'll be honest. There isn't a terminal we can hack to open that door.
Move on! Hurry up, squad!
Quick, quick, quick.
Cut that door open!
That's the armory. You'll have to unweld that door, though.
There wasn't anything
Drone spotted. Door clear.
There was still stuff in here. But let's, there's still a door bug that can crop up here. That's not good.
On my way.
Snatch that ammo, folks. I need you to be safe.
Okay, so there's a data pad and there's a repair thingy there. Oh, I've ran out of turrets.
Come on, team.
And then let's just tempt fate.
Grenade! Let's see what's inside. We knocked them hard.
Get that data pad.
Hey, I found something. Looks like a data pad.
I found something. It looks like a data pad. Okay, we're gonna fall back.
Hurry up, you slugs!
Checkpoint by
There's
checkpoint.
something around. They're heading our way. On it. Suppressive fire. Looks like they found us.
Light 'em up!
Sentry packed.
Nice.
Eat that, fuckers.
Fall back. Pick up that turret.
Packing sentry gun. Sentry packed.
Now fall back to the
Move on.
APC. That almost looked like I knew what I was doing.
Check your vitals, squad.
All right. Find some in the lab. Oh god, there's going to be more there. So we found people here. Med Bay.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
So there's still more people to rescue.
There's something around.
Actually,
Move on.
head back. Let's redeploy down here. Hey Jack, how's it going? I was hoping to try and catch you for a game during the week, but it's been not happening. So maybe at the weekend, if you're up for it. Die, Xenomorph. Haha. So there's probably people in that building. And we need to go and rescue them.
Come on, team.
What happened to the 100,000 dead bodies from the last run? That's disappointing. Yeah, we want to come in here and...
Hurry up, squad. Weld that door.
Let's create a shelter.
Door secured.
Damn it. Can we
Rest out.
get some rest now?
And then go again.
Nap's over. Move your asses.
Breaking the well.
I need to make progress on this game as well, because what was it? The last game I was really playing on stream before this was RoboCop, and then the DLC for RoboCop, like this, the expansion or
Move on.
whatever, is out in like a couple of
There's
weeks.
something around.
So I think it's going to be like that and Donkey Kong Bonanza. Bonanza. It's probably going to be like my games of the summer. On top of the 800 other games I'm currently playing, of course. Oh, fucking hell, this doesn't look good. Well, that really doesn't look good. That as a whole. Crime evidence shall indeed return.
Don't get too comfy, okay?
Datapad.
Affirmative.
Shh. Here's one. Move on.
Fancy a read, folks? Come on, Marines, we got a job to do.
Okay.
Quiet. It didn't see us. There's something around.
It's in the van. But that one isn't.
Hurry up, you slugs! More signatures spotted.
Deploying sentry gun. Grenade!
Shit! They know we're here. Watch out!
Right now.
They've got our set. Look alive. Let's rock!
Now that's what I'm talking about. Safe position taken.
Move on. Looks like they
You like that, huh? Eat that, fuckers.
Damn it. Damn it.
Deploying sentry gun.
Maybe I should ask in Discord, but while I've got you here, will there be a main hotel sponsor for the Iron Games Conference 25 like last year? Yes, there will be. I actually have to just check a few things, and we should be able to announce something in the next week or two. We've got a relationship again. Actually, we have 2 hotels that have agreed
Do you think they make cornbread here?
to work with us this year. I just need to actually get a
Hurry
few
up,
bits
you
and pieces
slugs!
in place
Suppress
before
the
we can
fire!
formally announce it. Both the Novotel and the local Hilton.
Plenty of signals closing in on you, Marines.
Shit!
Look alive.
Contact. Grenade! You like that, huh? Deploying sentry gun.
And my other sentry is down. That is really bad. That's horrible timing.
Sentry activated. Warrior, in sight.
Fuck
They're
that
heading our
door.
way.
They could come in that way. That's bad. That's very bad. What else is there? Right, there's stuff here.
Affirmative.
It's just a fucking data pad.
They're heading our way.
Hey, I found something. Looks like a data.
Hey, I found something. It looks like a data pad. Now's not
They're
the
heading
time.
our way. Move on.
Yeah.
Suppress the fire.
Oh god, that's a lot.
They're heading our way.
Grenade! Bring it down!
You like that, huh?
Warrior, in sight.
Reloading.
Contact.
I do not have.
Watch out! Throw! Changing man!
Light 'em up. You wanna play rough? Huh?
Well done.
Right Right
Patch him
now.
up. Patch him up now.
Stay still. Gonna patch you up.
God, both of those turrets are down. Yes, sorry, we've been trying to get this sorted out as soon as possible, given I know people are going to be starting booking accommodation and everything else. But yes, we should have something to announce
There you go.
pretty soon. I just need to get them to finalize a few bits and pieces for me, and we can make it official.
They're heading our way. Double time.
Suicide by the looks of it.
Tango, straight ahead.
Ah, fuck me!
Grenade!
Take a breather. Watch that strip.
Light him up.
Do something. I'm about to pass out.
Damn, he blacked out. Good job, guys.
He's in a coma. Alright. Pick up that turret. Let's get out of here. Where is he? Where's the downed Marine? Oh, he's there. What? The downed Marine is repairing the turret. That's impressive. Well done, mate. That's pretty good.
Move. They'll be here soon.
I don't
I
think
hate
that.
that place, man.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work.
They lost your track, squad. Good job.
Let's get him up.
Damn it. Gotta lose some weight. Hang in there, man.
Where's the APC? That way. I don't want to lose that turret. But
Come on, team.
this game is driving me a little bit mental. There's a whole bunch of weird bugs that have just happened. Oh, she sounds like she's busy. So... Okay, there's still a room up there that we need to check out, but let's... Jeez. Camera's completely skew with.
Don't get too comfy, okay? There's something around.
Let's redeploy. Ah, there's one right... There's a repair thing right there that we could use.
Come on, team.
I knew I'd seen one before and hadn't picked it up. Let's hope upon hope.
They're heading our way.
On my way. Let's see what's inside.
Jack, can't wait to see the footage from the conference. I'd come as a social scientist. I'm pretty sure I'm the wrong kind of scientist. I mean, to be fair, most of it isn't even scientists. It's just punters, it's developers. You are more than welcome. I think you would be, in some respects, a guest of honor.
Double time.
Given that you come from the precious Thompson blood. But you'd probably be bored at your skull.
More signatures spotted.
But again, all more than welcome. Alright, let's... Yeah, they are patrolling that area now. There's still a couple of rooms we haven't investigated. But
Didn't see us.
I want... Don't know. What's the way to do this? Do we just come back the way we
Come
came?
on, team. More signals incoming. Quiet. It didn't see us.
Oh, hang on. It looks like we're about to trigger a biggin.
Drone spotted. Deploying sentry gun. Sentry almost ready. Sentry activated.
All right. But yeah, I think maybe not next week while I'm at develop, but maybe the week after we'll announce the hotel stuff. I think I'm literally just waiting. I need to check with Sally. I tried testing the Hilton one and I couldn't get it to work right, or I think we needed to change something on it. So yeah, I'm seeing actually. George, Sally, and I are all staying in the same apartment during develop next week, so no doubt there will be a lot of conference catch-up happening during.
Move on. Double time. There's something around. More signals incoming.
Don't get too comfy, okay?
It's right there.
I have
Guest of,
multiple
you need a
signals.
special. Yes, we would give you a special hat, an official AI and Games Conference guest of honor hat. It would look like something quite generic and bland, but it would mean the world to you.
Light 'em up.
Uh-oh.
You like that, huh?
That gun's a freaking lawnmower.
Suppressive fire.
Contact.
They've got our set. Look alive. Changing mag.
I hate this, man.
Category 2 Xeno incoming.
Watch out! Praetorian in the mix.
That gun's a freaking lawnmower.
Let's rock. Looks like they
Excuse me. Assuming there might be a post-conference reception, there will be an event on the Monday night. So
Now
we'll
that's
be
what I'm
running an
talking
event
about.
for speakers and sponsors on the Sunday evening before things start. Remember, this year it runs on a Monday and Tuesday. We haven't prepared anything yet for the Tuesday night, but
More
for the
signals
Monday night, there will be an event that we're running nearby, in the New Cross house or whatever, the pub that the unofficial meetup happened in on the Thursday last year. That is also now our official reception on the Monday night, and it will be it's ours. We've booked it
Who
out.
else wants
We will
some?
have security at the door. You'll need to show your pass to get in, and we'll have kibbles and bits and a bit of money behind the bar. So yeah.
Come on, team.
Right, let's go.
Double
If there was a
time.
big one around here, I
They're
haven't
heading
seen
our
it.
way.
Disgusting. Incoming.
Shit, that thing saw us.
That's the Praetorian.
Let's rock. Tango down.
Bro.
Watch out.
Shit.
Ah, it burns. It burns.
Watch out. Damn, you blocked it.
God damn it, another one needs
really
picked up.
love this gun. Hang in there, man.
I'm so close.
They've got our set. Look alive. Bring them down. Shit, I'm out.
Ah, it burns. It burns.
We knocked them hard.
Secure the Marine, come on. Had a blast last year. I'm really looking forward to it. The program is also beginning to slowly take shape on our end as we're beginning to see speakers that we've engaged with to try and get them to come and present, but also our open call.
Disgusting.
We're not reviewing them now, but we have been looking and keeping an eye on what is
You're
coming
looking
in.
tough to me.
And already we're quite enthusiastic for what is coming down the pike. Right, come on to fuck.
Stay still. Gonna patch you up.
I am not leaving without that APC, without that turret. Sorry.
Here you go. Good as
Let's
new.
go.
Hurry up, you slugs.
I hate this job.
This level is nasty.
Here's your sample.
Doesn't say my mission completeness
Move on.
there, but it's fine.
We're spotted.
Yeah, it did.
More signals incoming.
Oh no!
Watch out. Let's rock.
Take a breather. Watch that stretch, squad.
Affirmative. Get up, sweetie.
We're in some real pretty shit now.
That door opens.
Sentry gun fixed.
Looks like they found us.
Couldn't have happened at a better time.
You like that, huh?
Hooah! Move on.
Yeah, I don't want them getting any bright ideas.
They've got our scent. Look alive.
Shit. We need to go. We need to go.
Pack
We
your
need to go.
sentry gun.
We're about to trigger something.
Sentry packed.
Double
Fuck
time.
out of here. Come on. Is that an onslaught? That is an onslaught.
Look alive.
Deploying sentry
The front and
gun.
behind.
Sentry almost ready.
Light him up. Grenade.
This is wild. Okay.
Move on.
Massive onslaught is here. Definite giant pile of xenomorph bodies.
More signals incoming.
Bring him down.
Here they come.
Something's not right.
Let's go nuts. Grenade.
You like that, huh?
Hurry up, you slug.
Light him up.
Squad. Threat has been eliminated.
Okay, I have my turrets back. My precious,
Affirmative.
precious turrets.
Packing sentry gun.
It's all I have going for me right now.
Sentry packed.
We've examined, there's literally one area we haven't visited, and it's this area here. Redeploy the squad up there. But yeah, things are coming together on the conference side. I'm also, like, my job is I do an awful lot of the business side of it. So taxes needed filed and paperwork needs filed, and you know, we establish contracts with our sponsors, and that's on me. Also with a lot of studios who are trying to send over a group of people at once, I often initiate, like, sometimes they like to do like purchase orders through our company so that they don't have to go through the ticketing site and everything. So that's on me as well. There's a huge amount of like business admin that's, I mean, that's my job, because everybody else isn't in a position that they can make that their job, whereas I work for myself. So the idea that that just becomes part of my day to day is much more manageable than for everyone else. Out of curiosity. Oh my god, the last checkpoint I have is from 20 minutes ago.
Signals.
God, it's... Nope, fall back. Good
Have to go
lord.
through this building to reach the processor.
Okay, so there's clearly a room there that we could be investigating. But I do not have the resources. And then we need to go in there, which is the main objective. Fuck.
Right
Oh.
now.
Shradda can wear several hats, but Shradda also can't handle an awful lot, of the business. A lot of that business stuff is literally for me to do, because also
They're heading our way.
I'm the director of the company, or one of the directors of the company, and so when we need contracts signed and paperwork put together, also technically Shredder doesn't work for the conference, because remember, AI in Games is one thing, and Game AI Events CIC, which is our conference organization, they are separate. Hey Rex, really admire your work. Wish I could study AI in games too. I mean, you can. In many respects. I probably wouldn't suggest doing it as a full-time pursuit. At least in the way that I do it. Not if you like money.
Reloading.
Fuck. Oh, Jesus. Pick him. They're all down. Fuck. Oh my god, are they dead?
Stay alert. A crusher's roaming around.
Fuck. Yeah, one of them died. Bollocks. Just get the fuck out of here. This is a disaster. I'm mostly self-taught, just finishing up the deep learning specialization on Coursera. That's a good one. The deep learning course on Coursera. I did that. I don't think I ever finished it, but I certainly had a look at it years ago, and it was pretty good. You never lost. Yeah. How did that was only a measer like 5%. I'm annoyed that was the first time I've lost a Marine, but also the save scumming. I'm not willing to go back and replay 20 minutes of that. That was far too stressful. To me, it was more important that I brought both my turrets back than all my people. Missing in action. I couldn't find their body. Never mind. Yeah, see, look at that. 2 sentries. Pfft, who needs people? Yeah, a lot of it is self-taught. And then also critically, if you ever find yourself with a opportunity to potentially, I mean, I don't know what your background's like. Like, a lot of my stuff really just came from studying AI in grad school and then finding ways to apply that. I mean, I was a university lecturer for many years and also a researcher as part of my academic work. And so that was a big mechanism for me to do an awful lot of what I did. So yeah, you need a new arm.
Let's get that Marine fitted.
Oh, it actually cost me resources.
This one's a priority. Understood.
Because they needed a new arm. That's kind of interesting. Anybody got trauma? No.
Hey, Rook.
We got a few. Let's deal with that tomorrow.
Hello, Administrator Hayes.
Oh no, we can promote. Goal State will be good learning material. I was literally back writing it the last couple of days. It has been so nice to finally be back getting on with this. The last few weeks have been very difficult.
Stand tall, Marine.
To continue working on it because we announced the conference, because we had a lot of things on the go. Right. So he promoted himself because he's stubborn.
This one won't let you down. Stand tall, Marine.
Yeah, let's reduce your stress a bit more. That'd be good. So yeah, Goal State's now coming along quite nicely. We're going to record a bunch of stuff very soon. We're on track, I think, to have all the material put together and finished from the theoretical level by the end of the year. Whether we get all the practical stuff, particularly the Unreal and Unity tutorials done by the end of the year, I'm not sure. We have to really look at I'll actually have a much clearer idea in a few weeks from now, because a few weeks from now, a lot of the business that we're initiating around develop will have kind of died down. I'll know, so I already know some obligations I've got in terms of client work and in terms of events I'm going to from July through September. So I know I'm at Gamescom in August, and then I've got an academic conference right after it, and then September I don't think I've got any events, but I still have a client project that runs right through until the end of September. We have another client project in September, and then what else is there? 2 events at least. We're finalising right now for me to go to Pocket Gamer Connects in Helsinki, as well as I'm returning to Nexus in Dublin. So yeah, like a lot of it right now is very much me trying to figure out
Troops, Eddie.
Where everything is and where we're going, and
Need a
once
gun,
I know
Administrator?
what the timeline looks like for the next couple of months, that tells me my availability for Goal State stuff on top of that. Right, we got that. You know what? Let's get
Forewarned
a
is
mine.
forearmed.
And then maybe we can build up to the RPG.
New objectives are awaiting your review.
Oh, that's a 50-50 chance of working. Yeah. Yeah! I delivered a rousing speech. Also, Jack, actually, we were going to message you about coming up to Scotland in a few weeks' time, because I've between develops next week, and once that's done, I don't have anything until I go to Gamescom, and so I think we were thinking of coming up the road and doing a tour of seeing friends and family. So probably around the end of the month. So yeah, I need to drop you a message about that. My background is totally different, says Rex, and only found out I really love AI and gaming later on, but I'm working my way into it slowly. I love the community, welcomes people from all different backgrounds. The thing about game development, and I say this as someone who, because people ask me how do I start in this, and it's like, yeah, I have a computer science degree, but then I also have grad school degrees in AI. And then I got into it through, I was teaching game development, but I was studying AI in games for research purposes, and then the YouTube series started and blah, blah, blah. Like, my career path makes no sense. One of the things that's really rewarding is when you're in games long enough.
This one's a priority. Understood.
The idea of having a straight career path is almost non-existent. This new generation, you see people coming out of college,
This one's a priority.
and they're
Understood.
like, "Oh, I went to college and I studied a games degree and I got a job in a game studio." Like, there's this. If you're under a certain age, if you're above a certain age, the idea that that is your career path is insane. Like, anybody who's over, I would say about 25 to 30. If you're older than that and you work in games, like the amount of times I talk to people and it's like, why do you
This
do
one's
this,
a
or how did you get into this?
Understood.
And they're like, well, it's weird shit. I wound up here. Like, nobody's career is straightforward in that regard. And critically, like the research community I was a part of, I still am kind of a part of. It's always been a very loving space, which is funny because if you go to other research communities, sometimes they can be quite hostile and territorial. I find games is a very loving space because I think when we started it 20 years ago, we were like the only people who were really into this and thought
This one won't let you down.
people were gonna,
Bravo Zulu.
like, when I was in grad school, the idea of studying research or researching games in a scholarly way was considered kind of nuts and a bit, you know, all right, okay, why are you doing that? Reduce your stress. That's a good one. And now, admittedly, that was a while ago. That was like 15 years ago. A little bit longer than that, actually. So one of the great things now is the current climate is much more around when you meet people.
Stand tall,
They
Marine.
are... we'll need another techer. Why not? For them, like, the idea of getting into this space is much easier, which is great. I'm so happy about that. But critically, I think we've always had this undercurrent of we've got a lot of love and just enthusiasm for one another because
This one won't let
when this community started, well, two things. One, we love games, and that's already like a bond. But the other thing is that when this all started out, the idea of being able to advocate for
Stand tall,
your
Marine.
scholarly pursuit as having meaning, particularly at a time when a lot of people went, no, this is dumb. I think that helped kind of bring that community together. Like a shared belief in what we're doing has value and is going to be interesting. Let's see. Jack, you need to send Mum a birthday card. Yep, that's also on the cards for September. No pun intended. Alright.
Hello, Administrator Hayes. Understood. Uploading mission data.
Okay. We've kind of exhausted this area. With exception of this bit. And there. Then that's the main objective. So I feel like, let's give it one more shot. And take it from there. I'm trying to think what's the most effective place to deploy. Alright, this looks like a good team. They've all got problems, but that's fine, so do I. Alright. Let's spend some... Let's go. Alright. Let's see. Ring. Catch you later, Jack. I'll speak to you. I'll drop you a line over the weekend.
Don't
Have
get
a
too
good one.
comfy, okay?
So that's the objective. There's a door there, but also right.
There's something around.
So I think straight from the off. Right, hang on. I am completely losing my bearings. Okay, we're here.
Shh. Here's one.
Jeez, they are on the move, aren't they?
Move on.
No, that's a bad place to put it.
Deploying sentry gun.
No. Because there's a door right there, but actually, no, now that I think about it. We might be able to weather that storm a little bit.
Move, move. Quiet. It didn't see us. Shit, they know we're here.
Contact! Watch out!
Sentry activated.
Grenade! Light him up!
They're headed our way.
Tango down! That gun gun is a frickin' lawnmower!
They got our scent. Look alive.
No, that's a bad place to put that.
Now that's what I'm talking about! Deploying sentry gun.
Okay.
Sentry almost ready.
Got something on the tracker.
Let's rock!
Oh, they're gonna go for that turret.
Move on.
Fine.
Locker room. Hey, Hunslet. Maybe there's shoes your size in there.
Watch out, Sarge. My size can still kick your ass.
Roger.
Datapad. No, we need. Is there no way to?
Got something on the tracker.
There's no way to get into that room. Doesn't look like it.
Move on.
Oh, geez, the Xeno samples from earlier are still here. That's funny.
Copy. Disgusting.
Right, that door was unopenable.
Got him. They look intact to me.
Alright,
Move.
let's get out of here then. I'm running out of places to investigate, I
More
think.
signals incoming.
Roger.
So there's the bit,
Packing sentry gun.
there's this bit along here.
Sentry packed.
I can't tell. Oh, those, right, that door's... I wonder whether it's even... Because that's a hive right there. I wonder if it's worth trying to go this way rather than parking right next to it, because they just keep coming at you when you're parked nearby.
I have multiple signals. Come on, team.
They are in those vents. We need to take it easy.
Packing sentry gun.
And then
Sentry packed.
that Xeno is about to come out of that door.
Quiet. It didn't see us. It's seen us.
Mine is bigger.
Okay, let's try going this way.
Tango, straight ahead. It's a drone.
Shit, that's been Dora.
Deploying sentry gun. Sentry activated. Line him up. That gun is a frickin' lawnmower.
I was gonna say there's another one up ahead.
Looks like they found us.
You like that, huh?
Alright, yep. Lion, I think it's time for you to go to bed.
Come on,
But yeah,
team.
thanks for tuning in. Hope you get a couple hours shut eye at least. That would be practical. Well, it's just the drone. Alright.
Move, move.
A wall of crates. To keep the creatures outside? Pretty ironic these days. Seems like someone moved them. Recently. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, it's just when we find out that guy that I rescued is actually
On
an
it.
absolute piece of shit.
Sentry activated. Shh, listen.
I think we're good.
Cut that door open.
Open up, Sesame.
No, no, don't. I don't need a spoiler. You need to go to bed. Let's
Got a live one here?
Ask him the usual.
What are you doing here by yourself, pal?
I'm only doing what you soldiers are doing, surviving.
And that involves moving those crates outside.
You need all these containers for that?
You intend to last? Yes.
There's something about that guy.
He's just another scavenger. Bad places are full of them. Nothing to fuss about, probably.
Probably. Probably isn't enough, Harper. Ask your man to sort it out.
Let's mix it up.
We have a hard time trusting folks playing with containers. Sorry.
On my way. Let's see what's inside.
Well, all right then.
More signatures spotted.
I think that's everything in the area. Let's return to the APC. Take it from there.
On my way.
Move on! Double time!
Sentry
Yeah,
packed.
I don't really want to go over there. That's
Got
too
something
close
on
to
the
the
track.
hive.
Drone spotted. Quiet. It didn't see us.
Right, fall back. Fall back to our other turret. Whew. Now we can pick that bad boy up.
On it. Packing sentry gun. Sentry packed.
And
That's
let's
disgusting.
start breaking into the building, I think.
Got him.
Why is
Everything
my-
tagged to me.
Oh god.
Got something on a tracker.
Okay, cool. Personal,
Come on,
real
team.
life O's going on there. Oh, hang on.
Shh. Here's one. I have multiple signals.
So there's two of them. That one didn't seem to notice us.
Hurry up, squad!
Safe position taken.
Oh, that one's going the other way. Maybe if we're lucky, the APC hits it.
Have multiple signals.
There we go. Oh, $1 million question. What way's the right way in?
Sending recon drone.
Drone spotted.
Drone in position.
Uh-oh.
Shit, they know we're here.
Bring him down!
Take a breather. Watch that stress, squad.
Watch out! Shit! Drone destroyed.
him hard.
Damn
I
it, the
hate this
drone's
job.
down.
Let's rock! That place, man.
Great. That's just great.
Yeah, we knocked him hard. Come and get it. I'm ready! Right now.
Right, go and repair the drone, quick. I wonder if I should just send the drone in to do everything for now.
It is. Research facilities. Installed here to study the effects of terraformation, I believe.
Sending recon drone. Follow me, boy. Drone in position.
They're headed our way.
Sending recon drone. Drone in position. Let's rock!
Shit, that thing saw us.
Reloading. Who else wants some? Drone in position.
It looks like coming in this way might be the way to go.
Wait, I think we lost him. Sending recon drone.
Cut that door open.
Why isn't my little drone cutting the door?
Drone in position. Sending recon drone. Drone in position.
Okay, we have a much clearer idea of what this place looks like. I am thinking, let's cancel these.
Right now.
Grab that, and then
disgusting.
we are going to go round. I think that might
Here's
be the
your
way
sample.
forward to do it.
I hate this job.
Come on, team.
Right, let's go this way. And set up a perimeter along here.
Deploying sentry gun.
That might be a smarter way to go about entering this place.
Zoo. Dr. Buzzkill would love it.
Now that we're here, we might as well check their research. Find me a terminal so I can have a look.
What was in that room? Just a data pad.
Right now. Hey, I found something. Looks like a data pad.
I don't think I can open that door, can I? No.
Cut that door open.
Deploying sentry gun.
This door's been welded. Maybe there's still someone inside?
Let's find out.
Please help me!
Relax, ma'am. We're USCM.
What is she doing here? In such a small space? Is she part of the lab?
You a scientist here?
Yes, I was. A bioengineer. I worked on plants, basing my research on the theories of a famous Wayuu scientist named Joseph Marlowe. We had tremendous results, until it all turned to shit.
Marlowe. Did she say Marlowe?
Could be a coincidence. A man of his caliber has surely influenced dozens of researchers.
And just like that, they turned their little innocent terraformation lab into a bug's pet shop. Nah, I don't buy it.
Come on. We didn't see much of that lab anyway. You should trust your men, Harper, not your guts.
Alright, let's just rescue her and
Roger that, squad lead. Bring her to the APC now.
see how that bites us in the ass in the future. What are my thoughts on using AI code assistants, especially when self-taught students use it? So, personally, I'm not a huge fan of code assistants at all. In the same way that I'm actually not a fan of most AI generative AI tools. Because by and large, it means I'm not doing the job anymore. And so I understand, like, as an autofill,
There's something around.
I think they're useful in that regard, where it's like, it's helping me finish something. When I need to build a little bit of code that does a particular thing, it can help me do that pretty quickly. That I don't mind. But even then, I actually find I rarely use them. And one of the big things...
Quiet. It didn't see us.
More signatures spotted.
Nope, back!
Double time!
That went terribly. Fall back, fall back, fall back.
It's seen us!
Mine is bigger!
So critically, one of the things I think is too important to recognize is, are you using a tool to expedite an existing thought, or are you using it to replace the need to think about it? That, I think, is the million-dollar question with most assistants. This is going to go terribly unless I can move. Shit.
Bring him down!
Must be one of the scientists the director mentioned.
Watch out! Tango down!
I got 15 seconds. I need to fall back.
Move on.
And in fact, I'm going to fall back to the APC.
Hurry up, squad!
Come here, boy.
Right, so it's gonna. My point is, hang on, I'm going to pause this to finish this. So any sort of generative tool to facilitate what you're trying to do is useful if you know what it is you're trying to do and you just want to be able to do it faster, right? One of the biggest problems with how generative tools are being sold to people is that they allow you to do things you wouldn't be able to do otherwise. And that's the dangerous part, because particularly with coding, a lot of coding is figuring out how to solve a problem and then writing the code that actually facilitates your solution that you have in your head. Great software engineers, just good software engineers, right? Good software engineers know their code base in their head. And I do this. Like, I have done this for years, and you will meet so many software developers who do this, where you come up with it, you figure out why your code is broken, not when you're at work, in the shower, you're out for a walk, you go out for a run. You could be in the pub and your brain just goes, by the way, that's why that thing is causing that real time, that like runtime error when you're executing it. Because as you build software, it's this giant mishmash of technical bits and pieces and logic that you're building in the back of your head, right? And it sits in the back of your head. So if you know the logic you're trying to build, and you're just like, I'm just trying to do this quickly, that's where a code generation tool is useful. However, if you don't know what you're building and you're using the code generation tool to help you build it, and then subsequently the output it's generating, and this is the million-dollar part of this, if you read the output code, the code that it generates, and you don't understand what it does, that's a slippery slope. And this is why you see all these like dumb stories about people who vibe code and they go, I built a website in 2 days with AI. And then, oh, my website is broken. And it's like, and I don't know how to fix it. And I keep asking GPT or whatever it is, and it can't help me find a solution. It's like, because you didn't understand what you were trying to do. You didn't understand the solution you built. And now you don't even know how to formally express what the problem is you're trying to solve. So I think it is a useful way to use it as a mechanism to expedite your thought process, or to expedite your physical typing. To me, that's where AI tools are useful, when it's like, I know what I want to do. It'll just take me time to do it. And it's funny because, you know, like, I very rarely use text generators, LLMs, because when I'm writing, particularly I write my scripts for my YouTube episodes, I write my newsletter, I know what I want to say, I just need to figure out how to get it out. And to me, in order to, it is important I keep doing that, because that will enable for me to become a better writer by writing more. So to me, it's really important that I still write. But if it's, say, for example, oh, I need to
reacquired.
oh, they're going for the turrets. No, no, that's the wrong swap.
Suppressing fire. Marine unconscious.
Here we go again.
You wanna pay rough, huh?
Changing mag. Shit. Drone destroyed. One down. Tango down. My leg! Good job, guys. On it.
So yeah, I think it's always good to
Don't move,
think
gonna fix you up the best
about
I can.
why you're using a tool. And it is, I think, if you're getting it to do something for you, understand what it is you're getting it to do,
Like it didn't
rather than relying
Right
on
down.
it to think
Check
for
your
you.
vitals, squad.
That is kind of the most kind of critical element of a lot of this
Here's
stuff.
your sample.
Shit, we lost someone again.
I
But
don't
where
hear
did
them
I-
anymore. We're
Where
clear.
did I lose them, though? You know what? I'm actually just going to reload because I don't even know what happened there. Happy Pie says, in my case, I use it more like an interactive documentation tool, especially for UE, which doesn't have good documentation. I do let it give me example code, but I write it myself with full understanding. If I wouldn't understand the code, I would keep asking it for explanations till I understand it fully. That is a good use. That is a useful way to use LLMs in coding
There's something around.
when I don't know what the code is.
Copy.
And I need
All right, let's see what's in
help
there.
to figure that out. I think that is actually a really useful mechanism. And I've done that a couple of
Their
times where
research
I'm...
looked promising. I just opened the doors that protected them. Go and grab some samples. You'll make a doctor happy.
I have written...
Move on.
I have written code, and I'm like looking at a tutorial even, and I'm like, what does this actually do? And then I write the code, and I go, tell me what my code does. And you know, it's a mechanism to help me like...
Let's see what's
to,
inside.
Like, proof my tech.
I hope we can trust these guys, Hayes.
Well, you don't turn all your operation around and learn nothing in the process. Look at us, for instance.
Yeah.
Hurry up, you slugs.
Deploying sentry gun.
Oh right, I was like, why
Sentry
does that?
almost
Why
ready.
is that sitting there? Ask it for explanations and make sure I understand the code it spits out. But I have to admit, I don't see myself
activated.
coming up with the code these tools generate. Yeah, yeah. Like I think I think people,
Copy.
and this
Hey,
is particularly,
I found
I raise
something.
this in the
Looks like a
context of
data
self-learning because a
Got
lot of
something on the
students use it as a crutch, and I'm seeing this a lot right
Move
now.
on.
Where I see university students are just using it as a means to an end to help them
Use the
achieve
terminal
what
to
it
open
is
that
they're
door,
doing
squad.
or anything else, and it's like that's a slippery slope because the knock-on effect is that these students are going to graduate if they manage to get past, if they manage to trick everyone into giving them what they want and achieving their academic
More signatures spotted.
aspirations and whatever, despite the fact that they're reliant on these tools.
Move!
What that then leads down is a slippery slope where they're
Roger.
reliant on them. And that's dangerous. Like, we
Package
used to have a...
sentry gun.
I tell this story a lot when I give talks and when people ask me about this sort of stuff. It's like,
Sentry pack.
when I was a software engineer, working
here,
for
boy.
a software company, and this was admittedly a few years ago. This is
Move on.
before my eventual career as an academic, which is, of course, before my current career of whatever the hell I am now.
Drone reacquired.
Oh, I shouldn't have put them down.
Quiet. It didn't see us.
Deploying sentry gun. sentry almost ready.
Bear with me while I kill this thing.
It's Cena! Grenade! You like that, huh?
Oh yes, it smells good.
Okay,
Cut that door open.
so I used to work at a software
Breaking
company.
the well.
One of the things that used to happen a lot was it was in this old townhouse in the centre of Edinburgh, and the internet was fiddly.
Please help me!
So what
Relax
used to
now.
sometimes
We're
happen
USCM.
was the internet would
What is
cut
she
out,
doing here? In such a
and
small space?
there was a kind of running
Is she part
joke
of the lab?
that
You're a
everyone's
scientist
continuing to
here?
work.
Yes,
We'd all be writing
I
code,
was a
doing whatever we're doing,
bioengineer.
building
I
software.
worked on plants.
But sooner or
Basing
later,
my
you would need to
research
look
on the
something
theories
up
of a
online.
famous
You'd
Wayuu
either
scientist named Joseph Marlowe. We had tremendous results.
Can I
until it all
skip
turned to
this?
shit.
We've already heard all this.
Did she
You
say
could
Marlowe?
either,
Could be a
like,
coincidence.
you might be looking something
The
up
man
on
of
Stack
his caliber
Overflow
has surely
because you got a
influenced
particular bug and you
dozens
don't,
of
or like,
researchers.
I'm trying to find a more
Just like that,
optimal
they
way
turn
to
their
do
little
this.
innocent
Or like,
terraformation
I've written
lab
this
into a bug's
algorithm.
pet shop.
Is there a way to optimize it?
Nah,
Whatever.
I don't buy it.
Or I need to
We
look
didn't
up
see
the
much of that lab
documentation for a
anyway. You should
language.
trust your men, Harper, not your guts.
And so you find that's a recurring thing. And
Roger that, squad lead.
you'll do it a
Bring it
lot.
to the APC now.
And so one of the funny things that will happen
Packing sentry gun.
is
Come on,
we'd all be
team.
sitting there writing code.
Sentry
The internet
packed.
would go out, and then you'd be like, oh, bugger, I was in the middle of something. And you'd keep writing, and you'd keep writing, and you'd keep writing,
Double time!
until eventually one of us would hit the point where we can't write any more code unless we go online. And that was the point where you gave up, you admitted defeat,
There's
and
something
you
around.
did the coffee round. So it was kind of a running joke because you god damn, right, coffee, tea, coffee. Like you would do the coffee round, and that was kind of the joke because I'm now no longer capable of doing my job without an active internet connection to access the information I need. And I think that speaks to a lot of the current problems with, or the
They're headed
potential
our way.
risk
Come on, team!
of what would happen.
Grenade! It's Cena!
No.
Straight ahead. Watch out. You like that, huh?
They're headed our way. Suppressive fire! Let's rock! Move!
Ah, burn! Burn! I
And so that
really
speaks
love
to a
this
lot
one.
of the problems where if people become inherently reliant on LLMs to do their, or any kind of code generation tool, or any generative tool to do their thinking for them, they're in trouble because all it means is that you're incapable of doing your job
Roger.
as soon as the internet
Don't move.
goes down.
Fix you up the best I can.
Or you don't have a device capable of running a generative model on local memory, right?
Who else wants some?
That's a very dangerous situation to put yourself in because critically a good software engineer doesn't, the trick of a really good software engineer, it's not about the tech. It's not about, oh, I need to know how to write the language. And this is the thing I used to say to students when I taught software engineering.
Come on, team!
I could have freshman students come in
Take a
and they're
breath.
like, I've never
Lots of
written a line of
stress.
code in my life.
Nice shot,
And I'm
Marines.
like, that's fine.
Tons of critters coming your way.
Fuck. Fall back. You could not have written a line of code in your life. Doesn't matter. I can teach you how to write code, but I can't teach you how to solve problems. If you can't solve problems with a problem-solving mindset,
Deploying sentry gun.
then you have a problem. Because no LLM will ever be able to fix that.
Sentry
And
almost
critically,
ready.
I think a lot of people who, I remember we used to do practical
Sentry
classes
activated.
when teaching programming. At the end of first 2 weeks, I could
something
tell
around.
you who was going to drop out and who was going to fail. It's like you don't have the ability to program because it's about problem solving. It's not about what you type. And yeah, like, I think a lot of people are going to continue to survive as shoddy software engineers because they're overtly reliant on generative tooling.
More signals incoming.
Not that I'm saying you are, but
Let's rock.
these are the things to be mindful of.
Good job, squad. That was the last of them.
Right,
On my way.
let's move.
Move on! Hurry up, you slubs!
Guys, let's get the fuck out of here.
Oh, fucking hell, not again.
Zeno in approach! Looks like they found us. Grenade!
Line him up! Shit, drone destroyed.
No, the drone's fucked. Okay.
Don't move, gonna fix you up the best I can.
I had a really interesting conversation about this with,
Something's not right.
I don't know if I've told this story, but last year I was at an event in the Czech Republic, and I met Glenn Schofield, the guy who worked on
shit now.
stuff like, oh fucking hell, this is even worse. Get the fuck out. Oh shit.
They lost your track, squad. Good job.
The hunt's interrupted, but we've got a giant Xeno coming our way.
Roger. Preparing drone.
Yeah, so Glenn worked on
Drone
Callisto
repair.
Protocol, co-founded Sledgehammer Games, worked on, you know, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty World War II, previously worked on Dead Space in a previous life. So I get chatting with him.
More signatures spotted.
Interesting character, nice guy, interesting person. His wife as well was lovely, she was great. And we were chatting a lot about AI tools. So he's an artist.
More signatures spotted.
And he was talking about how he is all in on AI tooling in a way that I found a little concerning, personally. I was like, good lord, like this, like, he's got a very interesting art style. That's how when you look at games like Dead Space and the Callisto Protocol, they have a very particular look about them, and that is very much his art style and approach. And he was showing me, here's all the stuff I'm doing, like with Stable Diffusion. I'm taking my art and putting it in Stable Diffusion. This is what I'm getting out, and it's allowing me to iterate and move much faster. And he's literally scrolling on his phone, showing me like hundreds of images.
Praetorian in the mix.
I'm like, that's wild. But I'm also thinking, fucking hell, like, that's dangerous if you're not careful with it. And so on one hand, I was like, that's...
There's something around.
That was... No, here we go.
Light him up! Shit, man.
Oh, no.
Now that's what I'm talking about.
No!
Copy.
Team member down.
I hate this job.
And now I don't have enough resources. Oh, that was a terrible idea. That was a terrible idea. But yeah, so I thought, oh, that's quite concerning. Someone of that caliber and skill being like so into generative AI in a way that I thought was quite concerning. And I asked him, like, okay, well, how are you looking at how to deploy it, like, at your studio? And the thing he said was, oh, I wouldn't let a,
Please help me!
oh God, this
Relax,
again.
ma'am.
I wouldn't let a junior within
What is she
100
doing
miles
here
of an AI
in
tool.
such a small space? She part
And I
of the
thought,
lab?
oh, okay.
You a scientist here?
Why
Yes,
is that?
I
And he
was.
said, well,
A bioengineer.
he says, I need my
worked
juniors
on
to learn how to
plants.
art. He
Basing
says,
my
this
research
stuff
on
is
the
great
theories
for
of a
me.
famous Wei scientist
Because
named
I have
Joseph
my art,
Marlowe.
I have my talent.
We
I've
had
been
tremendous
working as an
results
artist now for like
until it all
30,
turned to
40
shit.
years. I know my shit.
Did she
And I
say
know
Marlowe?
what
Could be
I'm
a
getting out of
coincidence.
these tools to do
A
what I
man of
want
his
to do.
caliber has
But
surely
these kids,
influenced
he says, they don't know how to,
researchers.
they don't have a style
Just
yet.
like that,
They don't have a
they turn their
process
little
yet. They
innocent
haven't really learned
terraformation lab into
who
a bug's
they
pet
are
shop.
as artists.
Nah, I don't buy it.
Come on.
And if
We
I
didn't see
put
much
them
of
in
that
an
lab
AI tool,
anyway.
they're never
You
going to
should
learn
trust
it.
your men, Harper,
So I need
not
them
your
to go and
gut.
figure that shit out and learn how to be good, learn how to be quick, learn how to adapt. Yes, fucking rescue.
Roger that.
And
squad
then,
lead.
once they've
Bring it
proven
to
to
the
me that they're
ABC now.
artists, then I'll let them go and play with some AI stuff.
Come on, team.
And you know, that way I thought, I went from quite concerned to fuck-a-doodly-doo. That is a very informed perspective on how to use this sort of thing, which I thought was very interesting. So this goes all the way around to there. And
There's
this
something around.
is not the this is not the best of times to do it.
Hurry up, squad!
I don't think this team is good enough. I think I have to fall back, end this stream, come back next week, or the week after, and I think we then need to go in with like a premium team to make this all work. Also, just grab these. You know what? Just grab them now. Just fucking grab them. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
There's something around.
Packing sentry gun. Shh. Here's one. Sentry packed.
Fall back. Fall back.
Come on,
Fall back.
team. Shit, they know we're here. Suppressive fire! Tango, straight ahead. Grenade!
Let's go!
Mine's bigger.
Incoming!
That thing Sora.
All right. We found one of 2 survivors. There's still more places that we could find a survivor by going in that way. Like,
They're after you, squad. Get out of there.
all right. Let's just get out here. Right now, before it triggers the next event. I'm quite concerned about how much it might be hindering my progress. See, the thing to do is to be...
Plenty of signals closing in on you, Marines. Look alive.
Oh my god, that was lucky, because if I hadn't triggered it before the onslaught, it wouldn't have let me in. The trick there is practice writing without it. Because it's about practice. It's just the more you write, the more practice you get in writing code, doing stuff, you will learn how to be better. You'll learn how to be flexible. God, I remember when I started writing, I think it was Java. And when you write Java, your main method has a particular line in it. Like public static void is the function header for the opening main method. Public static void main, and then in brackets it's parameters, string args. It's an array of strings. I could not remember that opening chunk, and I actually had it written in a notepad text file. Just that opening line, and I copied him. Actually, I had like a little basic class, which was like class name, and then all the indentation, and I copy and pasted it into every new Java file, Java project I was doing, until I learned how to do it from memory. To this day, like I could open up a Java file now and I could just write Java. I haven't written Java in about 6 years. I could still just start writing Java right now. Like it's fine. And that it's you grok it. It's the more you do it, the more you learn it, the more you interpret it. And also I know what I'm trying to do. It's like I'm just trying to create a simple class and then creating the main method which is available from the command line, which means it has to be a public static method. And of course it's the main method, it's going to be void, and it's going to have arguments I can pass out in the command line. So my brain knows exactly what I'm doing. But I remember years ago just trying to remember that signature, that function signature was so hard. Happy Pie says, I basically write my entire code in Notepad, mind map, and sometimes even Paint software before writing the first line of code. I come from a building engineering background where like, the building was fully done on paper, but they start building it physically. So I also do a lot of that. I actually plan my software in my head before I start writing. Not with UML, but UML, like I draw boxes, I draw lines, I think about the structure of my software before I write it. Because then I know how to piece it together. But anywho, right, we still have a lot to do in this mission. But nobody's dead. Well, they're all wounded and a bit tired. LB, heck yeah, planning the software architecture before building the software. Indeed. That's because you have to, I think a lot of people, one of the things, and also this is something particularly for people who are learning to code, people who are learning to code often think the best way to get started on building something is to be writing code. And usually that's the thing you do once you, I mean, I think Happy Pie also kind of communicated this as well. Like, sit and sketch out what your software is going to look like from a structural point of view, and how it all interconnects and why it's structured that way. Eventually you don't even have to do it in paper, you do it in your head. But it's like, oh, I've got a new feature I need to implement. I have to go away and think about what that's going to look like in the code base and how it interfaces with my existing code before I start writing it. And so quite often I'll have like, if I have a coding task, and admittedly it's been a minute because I don't get to write as much code now as I would like, I often put it on my to-do list and I go, right, that function, we need to get that done this week.
Hayes.
And then I have to stop and really think. Well, that does big damage.
I'm sure our grunts will appreciate. See you around.
Oh god.
New objectives
Planet
are awaiting
infestation has
review.
reached level 4. It would help if I knew who Mori was. They're just exhausted. That's fine. We're at planet infestation, level 4, more aliens. It's all fucked.
This one's a priority. Understood.
Who needs a bit of therapy?
Understood. I'll update my schedule. A good day to you, Administrator.
Bye now.
Hello,
Bye now.
Administrator Hayes.
This one won't let you down. Bravo Zulu.
I like speed, but yeah, thinking about what you're doing. Like I said earlier, like the writing of the code is actually it is actually the easier bit. Because then there's the fiddly bit of how do I actually get the code to express what I'm trying to think about in my head. But more often than not, the bigger task of programming is figuring out the problem you're trying to solve.
Salute. Bravo
and then
Zulu.
what that problem is in steps. And it's always the thing, you know, it's one of the first things I always get, like aspiring programmers to do. I give them often really simple mental tasks. And so I want you to just turn that into a program. And they
What
go,
did
but
I
that
teach
isn't...
you, Marine? Salute.
It's like,
Bravo Zulu.
but in my head, that's easy. I'm like, yeah, but what's the steps? Computational thinking. Yes, you can call about a computational thinking and algorithmic thinking. Like, yeah, that's it. I don't even think about it like that. To me, it's just problem solving. It's why when I talk to school kids, and they're like, oh, do I need to go and learn to code? You know, most of the time these days, they are actually learning to code at school anyway. And like, oh, do I need to study computing? Well, study physics. Study math. Just be a good mathematician. Physics prepared me more to be a programmer than my actual high school computing classes did. Because in physics, I learned how to become a problem solver. And then, once you've got that skill in your tool belt, I just need to learn how to write a programming language. Which, when you're writing your first programming language, that's scary. Once you've been doing this 20 years, you just go, what language is it in? Okay, oh, right, I haven't written that in 10 years, but I'll pick it up. And then other times, you know, critically, that doesn't mean I'm an expert in that language. You'll meet people who've been writing that language for 20 years, and that's when you sit and listen to those people, because they will understand really nuanced elements of that language that you need to then absorb. But that's a whole other thing. Yeah, I'm wary of coders who spend most of their time coding. You should be way more talking with colleagues, code reviews, planning changes, discussing approaches. Like, you know, when I've led teams of developers before, and we're like, oh, we're going to implement something. And I go, okay.
Hello.
Oh, hang on, there's a memorial now.
Have a nice day, Deputy Administrator Hayes.
I liked him too, because he was a very high, it wasn't actually because of his mustache, but he was a very high level character. And so now I'm feeling bad about it. But yeah, like, when I used to have juniors under me, and it's like, you're going to go and implement something, I'd be like, how are you going to do it? Like, what you thinking? Talk me through the structure of the solution you're going to build before you actually go and do it. And then it's like code reviews. Code reviews are such a useful thing to then have someone else who's a bit more experienced than you look at your code and then be able to say, oh, you could have done that more efficiently, or why did you do things like that? Like, I often use my code reviews with juniors not as an exercise to criticize them, but to be constructive in going, you could, let's actually, and then also sometimes making them go away and redo it. Like, that's good, but it's actually creating a problem for us down the line, and teaching them the value of that. It's, okay, I need you to go away and redo that and bring these changes in and do it a very particular way. Not because I'm forcing you to do it because I'm being pedantic, but because I know it'll teach you to be a better engineer, but also, if we don't fix this, it can actually be a performance bug for us down the line. Even something as simple as you've wrote an order n cubed or n squared algorithm, I'm like, that's horribly inefficient, we need to optimize that. Let's think of a new way to do this. But yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there, because it's been 2.5 hours. This room is getting hot. I have stuff to do before I sleep. But, this has been traumatic. No, hanging out with you guys, just... I didn't mean to, that was the wrong button. No, just playing this game again has been traumatic. And, yeah, it's certainly been interesting. That's a good point, LB. Sometimes it's important to be efficient, sometimes it's important to be flexible, sometimes maintainable, and a junior may not know the difference. Like, often that's also the thing is, for one thing, you might not develop something that's going to be efficient for our needs, but equally, on the other end of things, you could over-engineer a solution that is too much. And it's now, like you say, flexible, it's completely inflexible, and rewriting, and if we need to extend on this software at a later date, it's not going to work for us because you've over-engineered it to only operate in a very specific way. So yeah, it's one of the most useful things. Certainly, when I became a software engineer, we talked about the coffee and everything. But actually, one of the most useful things I ever experienced was in my first job. I sat next, and admittedly, this was my first proper software engineering job. I was like 25. I'd done my PhD. I was only now going out into the real world. But I sat next to my boss. Technically not my boss, but like my lead, who I reported to. A fella called Mark. He was a self-taught programmer, by the way. And I could code. I knew I could code. That's how I got the job. But he was great at... It was just one of those things, once you do the job day to day, and once you're sitting next to someone and you just absorb from them, you learn so much. Just how to be better at your job, because you're listening to them, you're having those conversations, you're discussing how you're going to build stuff, you're then getting feedback from them. And it isn't a case of like a good lead will not be, oh, this fucking junior. You know, they're not going to be sitting there being really frustrated with you. They recognize that it's part of their job to elevate you. And it's like just being in their proximity and even talking to them about the work they're doing. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, how are you going about implementing that? And just hearing how they think about a problem. Like, I swear, like, you learn more about how to be a good software engineer by just sitting next to a good engineer for 6 months than in all the years you will spend at university. But those years are equally important and valid, because you need to get a certain level of proficiency before sitting next to that senior even works and makes sense. All right, yeah, on that note, we'll save Tommy's programming advice for another episode. And yeah, I don't think I'll be back online for another couple of weeks, because I'm at Develop next week down on the sunny British coast. But yes, we should have more stuff on AIandGames.com on the newsletter next week. All right, cheers for hanging out with us, everyone. It's been fun. I'm stressed. This has been tiring. This is Aliens Dark Descent. And yeah, I'll speak to y'all soon. Bye. Hua.